The Sunshine State, a hotbed of passionate football fans. It is not hard to find where rivalry battle lines in the state are drawn on a day like today. These two are due to lock up once again, and we can't wait to get it started. Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. It's the Florida Gators and the Florida State Seminoles. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Thanks, Reese. Checking in with the Florida State head coach here before the kick. He understands everything is on the line in this rivalry matchup. He had a conversation with his team with the conference championship and the playoffs on the line. They have to keep their poise and composure. They can't let a rivalry game knock them off their path. We'll see how composed his team can play today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Seminoles headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, it's Montgomery. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. This rivalry only dates back to the late 50s, but what it might lack in long-term history, it more than makes up for in disdain, guys.
And historically, this game really has meant a lot. You go back to the 90s, this was basically a de facto national championship game before the championship game. Remember, they played twice back in 1996, the year Danny Wuerffel won the Heisman Trophy. So this game always means a lot.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to escape and get it himself. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
He gets a block. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. This offense has it with really good field position. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They send the tight end in motion. Looking for room. It's Croma. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw, it's Daniels. Firing deep. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Noles! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll knock him down after a pickup of... to the 18.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Left side is Singleton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
And the Gators will call on their punt team. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Trying to make one miss. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Touchdown Seminoles. The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on it, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
And they did tack on the extra point. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Using his legs, it's Montgomery. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The throw on second down, and they need a lot. Out wide right, it's Lloyd. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Really nice job on the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Pass to 6. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
Looking for space, it's Chroma. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
What a great play by the linebacker. Did you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. They put the brakes on it.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Sets his feet, it's Daniels. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up 1 quarter. They largely dominated the 1st quarter and built a nice lead to get started.
Number 64 on the field goal.
And the right rotation on that one to get a little help from the crossbar and get it through. And that lead grows even bigger.
And how about the 3-pointer from downtown? The long field goal attempt, they trust their kicker, and it took every inch. Just hits the crossbar and gets over and goes in.
He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Derek.
Yeah, nothing went well in the 1st quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. They'll run it. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. The Gators will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Looks it in. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Rides the option, he keeps it. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. They're all over him. Reels it in. At the 20, he's got space. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Off play action. Flush to the left. He wants it all. Ball is incomplete, but I believe this is going to be a penalty on the defense. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and goal. Finds a crease, it's Chroma. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Florida State. He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Fresh set of downs going up top. Right side, it's Montgomery. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Gators moving quickly to the line. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Line getting set on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Montgomery. There he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And first down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Stopped right there.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
Out wide right, it's Lloyd. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the grab. Got room at the 35. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. Looking for the end zone. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Snap in the shotgun. Looking for the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown Gators. Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Back to throw. It's Daniels. He unleashes a long one. Upstairs, he's got it. Completely shot a bolt of energy into this drive. Inside the 40, finally stopped at the 39. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Gets the back moving. Drops back on 1st down. Rushes on. Hit as he throws. Just barely got rid of it.
The quarterback had no shot on that play. He had a defender bearing down on him. He knew he was going to get hit. I think he should have just thrown that thing out of bounds. He's lucky that wasn't picked throwing into double coverage.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Max got it on the screen. Breaks the tackle. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Florida State. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. On the move, it's Montgomery. Good game there, picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Out wide left, it's Singleton. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. One more snap coming before halftime. The handoff. See some running room. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye that pulls Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 7 team, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. And it's the Bulldogs coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. The victory caps off a 7-5 regular season. Not the best outcome, but you'd have to think a bowl invite is on the way. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Dumps it off in the flats. Still running at the 40. Breaks into the open. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole nine. He shows you all of it right there. Catches the football, makes some people miss, gets upfield, and gets the long gain. That is so nice for a quarterback. To throw it short, but you get all those yards after the catch.
Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Running inside, it's Croma. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
He's changing the play. Looking to throw for it. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here.
It's a really good decision by the QB there. 3rd and short in the red zone. You know he was tempted, though, to try to force that football into a tight window. You want to move the sticks. You want to score a touchdown. But because you throw it away, you still have that opportunity if head coach decides to go for it here on 4th.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to make the play on 4th. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance on 4th down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Wants to throw on 1st. Rolls right. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch, it's Lloyd. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, he threw a touchdown on the last drive. You saw him on the sideline talking to his play caller. Let's keep throwing it. They can't stop us. So here they are in the very next drive. First play, and they're taking a shot. This offense right now, you can tell, they feel like they're unstoppable throwing.
At the 40, there he goes. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Montgomery. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Selling the fake. Buying time to his right. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out, they're trying to throw the football. Man, I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Absolutely center cut.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Keeps it moving, it's Croma. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Moves the pocket, it's Daniels. Gonna take a shot. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds a man in the middle. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field.
He's loose on the left. The 20. Touchdown, Knowles. Once he got some room, it was over. That Seminole war chant is getting louder as Florida State has built a big lead.
The Seminoles have been able to seize the momentum here in the second half, and they're now running away with this thing. Big plays all over the field have the Noles now looking good.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Good job just to get rid of that one.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Turning it on. Touchdown Seminoles. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And stop it. How about back-to-back weeks with pick sixes? This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick Six, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
And he tacks on the extra point. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Quick give. It's Montgomery. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. This time they'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Montgomery. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Gators peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. finds space. It's Clark. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? And the ball is free on the pitch. Knocked down, but not before. He gets the first down after recovering the fumble.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
The Gators are moving quickly down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. The give. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The give to the back. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Snapped on 4th down. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver or tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. After the holding penalty, the offense will try to hang on with a 1st and 20. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. 2nd down to the air. He's got it down the middle. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. At the 35, he's loose. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. To the air, it's Daniels. He's going for the big play. Breaks it inside the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Finds a tight end. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Throws to the wideout. Just got rid of that one.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Right side, it's Clark. Makes the catch, and he's free. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly where this is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to, because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Wants to throw. It's Daniels. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Inside the 25. It was vitriolic, it was intense, and it went to the Seminoles as Florida State will dine on Gator after winning in this rivalry matchup. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.